And first, let me start off by thanking each and every one of you for being here. And it's truly an honor to be here this afternoon for such a wonderful occasion. And as superintendent of schools, it just makes me very proud to be able to stand before you in such an awesome building. It's something that we have wanted to do in Gloucester for a long, long time. And I can just say that for our employees who have a chance to work in this facility, thank you for all of the patience and the dedication and commitment that you've had over all of these years when we were in the older facility. And to be able to come to this time and this place is just a fabulous opportunity, and it's a win-win for the entire county and the schools. And so I just want to say thank you to Gloucester County Public Schools. I want to say thank you to the Gloucester County Board of Supervisors, our county administrator, Ms. Steele, because it took everybody working together to try to make this happen. And I know when you've been around for a while, sometimes you don't think that you ever may come to see these things while you are in service. So to be able to see it actually happen over all of these years, because even though it's been in the process and it's been constructed over the last couple of years, there have been many years of planning before this, well before I ever assumed this position, in talks between the county and the schools to talk about the transportation facility, the old Page property, and using it for economic growth and development. And you know, those things have always been in the conversation, but to now actually see it come to fruition is just a blessing. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, all of my co-workers. I couldn't have a better group of co-workers, the school board, like I said, our board of supervisors, Ms. Steele, our community members, everyone who's been a part of this, our former board members who are an intricate part of this as well. I just think it's just a blessing for all of us to be here. It just makes me nostalgic. I think sometimes when I think about Mr. Records and all of the work that he's done as a construction manager, and thinking about him being on the school board, in that school board chair, we used to talk about these things, and to be able to see it come to fruition, come full circle, and working collaboratively with him in this role and with all of our board members and our staff, it's just a wonderful opportunity today. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you, and for the entire county, it's just congratulations to everyone. So honored to be here this afternoon, and honored that you're here to join us. And so at this time, I'll turn it over to our wonderful county administrator for some remarks as well, Ms. Carol Steele. Thank you.
I think today is about past, present, and future. It's at least 3 county administrators. I don't know how many, maybe some other interims that were involved in the discussions of these. Can't tell you how many superintendents, so we can definitely talk about the past and how long it took to get here. The present, that we have this fantastic new resource, and I'm so happy and appreciative of the board and the school board and working together and creating this. And then I think about it as the future, because this is just, you know, I can take zero credit on this because I wasn't involved with it. I just was aware of it. So I wasn't here for that. But I like the idea of what the future brings and how many more things that we'll be at where we're making good decisions and putting in infrastructure that we need and that will be around a long time. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, good afternoon again, and welcome to today's ceremony. I appreciate everyone being here. Before I offer my quick comments, I'll introduce a couple current and past board members. Today we have with us Ms. Kelly Lockerbie, Karen Espinosa, Carlton Drew, and previous board members Anita Parker and Elisa Nelson that were around in some of the earlier stages that people have mentioned before. I'll keep my comments brief because I fully recognize that the only thing that stands between most people and their weekend is the ceremony. So, in a lot of my leadership handbooks, I've seen a lot of different definitions of the word teamwork, but my personal favorite is the combined action and effort of a group of people to achieve a common goal in an effective and efficient way. And I feel like the completion of this facility represents that definition of teamwork through the combined efforts of the county staff, the school staff, and previous board members. And so it is an exciting day to cut the ribbon on this facility. I also look forward to the process wrapping up in its entirety so we can formally push it back over to the Board of Supervisors and they can make the decision on what the best next use of that old page site is. So again, thanks again for joining us today. We appreciate it. Those are my welcome and open comments. I'll turn it over to Mr. Crisco.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I wouldn't let him leave yet because, he mentioned his remarks here about efficient. Everything was right till we got to the efficient part because this took us way too long to get this done once we decided we were going to do it. I was looking today to make sure I was going to get here at the right time, and I actually found an email from 6 years ago talking about this project when we just didn't even have plans for this thing yet. And I know that Troy and I had talked about this with Mr. Records at least 2 to 3 years prior to that. So while we've got it completed, we're going to work on our efficiency going forward so that we can get projects like this done quicker for you guys and for the county because our patients started wearing thin, but we got done. And I'm very happy to be here today for this grand opening. And I look forward to seeing what we do and having another grand opening in a couple years when we get the high school completed.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Crisco. This is the problem being like fourth, fifth down the line. Everyone said everything. So I'll go from scratch. No, seriously, thank you for coming out. Good afternoon. Certainly you can imagine how proud we are to have a facility like this. But more than a sense of pride, we have a facility that will allow us to effectively and efficiently, and really more importantly, safely pursue our vision, what we have for transportation in Gloucester County Public Schools. So we couldn't be more pleased. And to take an endeavor like this, take on a project like this, it takes years. Mr. Crisco covered it. Just a little brief background. When I started in this current role, this was on a piece of paper and a sketch, and I was told not to worry about it. But through our continued partnership and work, here we are today. So it all did happen. And it doesn't happen with a single person or a single office. It takes everybody. So with that, I will still acknowledge our partnership with the county and the Board of Supervisors and thank our school board, the Board of Supervisors, our county colleagues, our school staff. I wasn't go through and introduce everybody by name, but there's a ton of people here. So, and then lastly, if I had to recognize one, it would be Mr. Records, our construction manager. I'm gonna let him take over and introduce our partners in this endeavor. And then lastly, we'll wrap up with Ms. Decker.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see everybody out here today. As Dr. Clements mentioned, this is, and everyone else, this has been a project that has been a long time in the making. For me, it's really pretty cool to now be the construction manager for Gloucester County Public Schools, but I was on the school board back from 2014 to 2018 when these initial discussions were happening and we decided to move the site over here. And so it's really cool to be here today surrounded by y'all to help us cut the ribbon on this facility. I'd also like to mention Brian Hartley and I work hand in hand every day, and I appreciate you and great team member here at Gloucester County Schools. I'd also like to recognize our general contractor who's here today, Mr. Doug Amthor with Oyster Point Construction. Did a fantastic job building this building, along with Roger Hirschberger is here as well, and he was our superintendent that was out here daily with Oyster Point as well. Our architect, who I know is coming, there he is right there. All right, I didn't know if he got hung in the bridge traffic or not, but Richard Corner did an amazing job. designing this facility and was helped us with site selection early on. And really, to the both of your entities, we really appreciate the job that you did to bring this to reality. Thank you very much. Also, just quickly like to thank from the Gloucester County side of the house, the review staff, the planning department, the utilities department. There's so many levels of approval that have to happen even when we, decide that we want to build a project like that. So it's been great to work with Gloucester County on that front. And I'd also like to give a special shout out to Heather Lucas and Budget and Finance. A lot of paperwork to keep straight to do a project like this, and our IT staff who was integral in making so many things happen to make this building operational. And I think in closing, we'd just like to say that we delivered this project under budget and 7 months early. Wow. And, that's the way they like to try to do things around here. So with that, I'd like to invite our Director of Transportation, Ms. Tiny Decker, to come up and say a few words.
Good afternoon. Has anyone thanked you for being here yet? I just want to, but seriously, I just want to, on behalf of the Transportation Department, welcome to our new home, and we're very happy to have you here celebrating with us today. This goes miles in allowing us to advance our mission of safe transportation for all students. So thank you for being a part of that in whatever role that you played. And as you take a moment to tour the building today, just be proud of what we can accomplish when we all work together. So without any further ado, Dr. Clemens, if you'll do the honors.
This is my last ribbon cutting. Backside. Very, very proud.
We're not letting you go easy.
Cut your way through there.
No, you can't leave.
There it is. Let's get some new sisters.